What's up everyone, it's Neon Velocity and I hope that everyone is enjoying Operation 3 so far. This video that's coming out today is actually split into two parts, so bear with me. You're gonna kind of hear two introductions. I apologize, but once I went ahead and actually made the video, I wanted to circle back and provide additional clarity for you all. So that's what I'm here to do today. First things first is let's discuss what we're doing in this hive. This is the Barracks on Master difficulty, and you're gonna want to play as Lahni, Mac, or Lizzie. And we'll start with Lahni's cards first. With Lahni, you're going to want to have the 5 cards active on the flank for increased damage from behind. Now, you may not have a lot of opportunity to use it, but when you do, it is very beneficial. Venom Blade, this is mandatory. If you don't have this card, I hope that you can level up your character and get it done quickly. It's almost required. This will allow you to have a bleed while you're in the Venom. Brawler, increased melee damage, very beneficial and critical as Lahni is a melee character. Thrill the Hunt, this card has its benefits, and I think it's one of the best cards for Lahni. Is it allows you to have increased healing near bleeding enemies with Lahni's Venom Blade and Mac using a bleed, and also a potential chance for Lizzie using a bleed on this map or this particular hive. It's very beneficial. Shock Chain, Electro Blade affects 5 nearby enemies. Absolutely critical to have this, and you'll see why at the very end of this video. So moving along into the next character is Lizzie. Lizzie is an interesting choice. This was not our first choice, but you'll see why in the video as well. But let me go ahead and explain the cards that were used. Silverback Salvo. The Silverback Salvo hits increase the Silverback duration. Very important. Cold Finish, damaging an enemy with low health freezes it. This is very important as well because there's scions, there's multiple of them, and if Lizzie gets that damage in when they have low health, absolutely critical. Sisters to the End. This will recharge your ultimate extremely fast. Now mine's only a level 4. I did not play as Lizzie, but ours I did is level 5, and I believe it's about a 200% faster recharge, so you'll get it very quickly and often. The other one is Bleeding Mulcher. There's a reason for this because we have the salvo. You'll understand why. You only have a limited amount of salvo shots, so making sure that you have that Bleeding Mulcher card equipped will allow you to do a lot of damage with a lot of spray and pay with that Mulcher. And lastly, the Aggressive Armor card. This allows Lizzie to have stem upon damaging an enemy of any kind of way, so very important as well. The third character is Mac. Now this is a little bit up to the user, but this is the generic card setup that I like to use. It is the Adrenaline Junkie, increased damage when in Venom. With this map having increased Venom, you will definitely want this on. Venom Resistance, take less damage while in Venom, but this is optional. The main 2 cards that you're gonna need are Bloody Shot, which is active pistol bullets cause bleeding for a certain percentage of damage depending on what card level you have. That is very critical. And Bulltalk Bandolier, increased Bulltalk capacity, absolutely critical because if you use it, you'll spawn with more ammunition in your gun right out of the gate when you first start the hive. And then your 5th and final card, it could be Venom Recharge. However, you don't really use your barrier much, so I'm not sure if I would use it. We went ahead and I would choose the increased health just in case things hit the fan and you may need that split second of additional health. The other thing about this hive is what does it actually consist of? So on Master difficulty, when you're playing the Barracks, you're going to have faster Venom, more lethal where they do more damage, more health where they have more health, ultra stopping power, anytime they hit you they're gonna stun you. The execution rules where you must down an enemy and execute them in some kind of way, and the shock rifle drones where they will hit you with their gun, and then you'll have a shock chain effect around you and it does a lot of damage. And then of course Iron Man, where you do not have the ability to respawn. So this concludes the first part of this video that I really wanted to circle back on and make sure that you guys have. If you enjoyed the content, by the way, when this gets going, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. There's going to be a lot of these Operation 3 videos coming out over the next few weeks. I hope everybody's staying safe during this critical time, and most importantly, be sure to continue watching to make sure that you understand how to master this hive. What's up everyone, it's Neon Velocity back with another Escape Master guide. Now this is a fun hive. This is on the Barracks Master difficulty. I'm playing with my boy Omaha. I'll drop a link to his YouTube channel in the description below, and also my friend Snakey. So in this hive, it is fairly difficult, so be prepared to be annoyed, but we have the new Venom fans activated here. So what the venom fans do, by the way, is they do 30 seconds of delaying the venom from moving forward. So it doesn't matter if it's at the start of the map or towards the middle of the map, you'll see that the fans will be delayed by 30 seconds, where right now we have 18 seconds before the original venom pops off, and then 30 seconds after that. Now for this particular hive, we're running Lahni, Mac, and Lizzie. You'll see why we do this. However, I will say that it's good to have some different variety of characters as the meta has changed. You cannot spam grenades any longer with Keegan, so a lot of things have changed. I feel like this is a good lineup for this particular map, but feel free to venture out and into your own. So first things first is you want to make sure that you're being fast with your time, but not reckless. And so as you can see, when we first got out of the hive here and into it, we started going right after these drones. On this particular hive, the drones have the ability to have an electroshock. So when they hit you, they'll stun you with a lot of stopping power, and then they'll shock you, and it's a chain effect, so you can eventually really get downed. So I would recommend caution. Once you do that, you're gonna go to the supply room, which we've already passed, but you're gonna go to the supply room and make sure you get all that supply, in particular for Mac. That way he can use his bleeding bull talk here in a little bit. I'm trying to kind of give you an up-to-date as it's going on and why we're doing what we're doing, and not go straight to the end and say here's why you do what you do. In this particular part, you want to go ahead and move forward just a little bit on the left side and trigger all these juvies, and by a lot of juvies I mean a lot of them. There's roughly 30 of them or 20 of them. I can't exactly remember the count off the top of my head, but there's quite a few. Once again, you have the venom fan delaying you, so just take your time, be patient. No need to be crazy. There's no poppers here. It's just drones or snipers, and then of course the juvies. With Lahni, make sure that you have the big bleeding card on with the Thrill the Hunt, the Venom Blade card where you have the bleeding like I was saying, and then also your increased melee damage card. Of course, Electro Blade Shock Chain would be beneficial as well to stun enemies. So once you get past these juvies, you have another 2 fans. Now here's a pro tip. When you have these 2 fans, remember earlier I said that when you click the Venom fans is that you get 30 seconds of delaying the Venom from moving forward. But you're gonna notice that I'm gonna trigger this fan here, and it is gonna go 30 seconds. And then after that, I'm gonna move up, but I'm actually gonna circle back because there's another fan right here on my right. And the reason that I don't pick it up and click it is because you can't stack 2 30-second fans. That's actually something I learned today. So you'll see that I'm coming down here, I'm just seeing maybe I can get some drop shot kills, but I don't. I go back. 10 seconds is the time that I go back. I'm running back to that Venom fan. I'm gonna go ahead and click that button, and I'm gonna get an additional 30 seconds. Now, you could do 10 seconds or less and stack it, so you could have up to 40 seconds or less, but I just figured, okay, I need to let the Venom come up a little bit, which is another trick on this map, is you don't want the Venom to be too far back, but you don't want it to be too far close, because then you're forced to rush forward. And using those Venom fans gets you that stopping ability on that deep Venom that can eventually kill you. So here you're gonna have 2 Scions, a Bastion, and quite a few drones. In particular, the drones with the hammer bursts. Sorry, and they're really annoying, quite honestly. So this is where Mac comes in, and Mac should be using that ammo to bleed out that Bastion. And then if you have a Lizzie, it's good to have a Lizzie kind of freeze up these Scions, which frees up Lahni. Now Lahni's time is finally here to shine. The Venom's moving up. We're done with our Venom fans, and you're going to notice that there's going to be snipers and drones. And in this one, we actually got drones, which made things a little hairy. They are very scary. I believe someone does go down here. Yeah, Snaky goes down, and I'm almost dead. I hit that drone 2 or 3 times. I get him down. I get hit again. And this is where people panic. They want to go get the revives. I got on cover. I got the free kill. And then I went ahead and said, okay, I'm going to get this next guy. I went ahead and hit him twice, get that bleed damage going, hit the next one twice, go. Now, something else to note. On those Scions, they will drop 2 buzz kills. You at least need 1 of them. You're about to find out why. So once we get in this safe room, I go ahead and do my new brush off emote, which is a dope emote. I think it's fucking awesome. Excuse my language, but I think it's a great looking emote. Now once you get in here, I believe there's going to be one ammo pouch. I could be wrong with that, and of course there will also be an incendiary grenade somewhere in here. It's usually in the right side, but you know, in here it's just more of those, okay, you made it halfway, you at least got some experience, you got a card. Make sure that you're prepared and make sure you have these incendiary grenades. So by this point you'll notice that no one has used their ultimate abilities, and you're about to find out why once this door finally opens. So once you get out here, you're gonna have a pattern, or I'm sorry, not a pattern, but a path to the left, and then you're gonna have another path to the far right. Let Lizzie take the path on the far left. Let your third character, Mac, and my was best because of my melee is stronger. Let Mac go ahead and use that buzzkill and kill out all these juvies, and you take the stragglers here. We had some miscommunication, and I actually let him get down. He thought I was going to take care of it. I didn't. My bad, Omaha. I love you. On the other side, you'll see Snaky Wakeys going out and using a lot of the salvo, and what that is using the silverback to your advantage and getting all that extension of kills. So what's happening here is that Molcher is just tearing us apart. We've seen this happen multiple times where we just go down. We say, you know what, let's time out, let's back this up, let's let Lizzie take care of business. Lizzie does. Now we have an empty buzzkill. No one wants it, but we are getting told by our Lizzie, hey, by the way, I want that Molcher. So you'll see I pick up a Molcher. I believe Mac picked up a Molcher. Once you get past this point, you should still be ahead of the Venom, at least a deep Venom, and there is another Venom fan. Get that one quick. That is a 60-second delay timer. Here you're gonna have 2 rooms, and there's another pro tip. We did not know this the first few times we ran this. Is on the left room it's a bunch of ammo, on the just a bunch of ammo crates. On the right room it's nothing but explosives. And now with me playing as Lahni, no freezing, nothing like that, I went ahead and grabbed the torque bow and I grabbed the frags. If you have a drop shot still, you can use the drop shot as well, which I actually have. So I'm picking up all the explosives, and you can see the 4s and the 2s popping up. My torque bow gets maxed out all the way to 10, and I also get my drop shot all the way up to 4 shots, and I have 2 grenades, and there's still grenades on the ground. So while I'm picking this up, I'm letting Lizzie and not Lahni, sorry, Mac, go ahead and take care of business. Mac in particular is out there headshotting all the drones. There's claw drones or rifle drones, and you want to go ahead and get those guys dead, because if you don't kill them, you can wrap this up. It's game over. So from at the top, you're gonna have usually 2 Scions, maybe 3, and a Bastion. And what I've learned is it's best for me, as in Lahni, to use the torque bow to the advantage of the strong damage it has, and then also try to land headshots. In this run, I did not land any headshots. I was under the pressure of that Vulture Scion and just bad aim. The reason you don't want to just hit them is because if you land a headshot with the torque bow, you're taking off at almost half their life. I actually land one sorted right there on that Vulture Scion. You can see I do some big damage. I go ahead and throw this grenade to weaken them up, and then I allow Lizzie to go ahead and just finish it off with the freeze and then the instant kill because of the freeze. Now out here, Omaha goes down. Scary times. At this point, I'm like, you know what? We got the Venom. They're telling me, hey, dude, just move up. But I'm panicking. We've been here so many times, and we have failed so many times. I'm making my move. I'm going up there. I'm swacking them twice with this knife. I get hit here. I get nervous. I hit again. Boom. Done. Handled. Now you can see that the deep Venom is catching up, and that's not good. So there's another Venom fan up here. You need to press this. At this point in the map, you're almost done with the hive. It is very complicated up here though, and I can see where people get lost. Once again, you have not seen the electro blade of Lahni go off, and there is a reason why. So up here, there's going to be poppers. I don't believe there's any juvies, but just poppers, and they're quite scary. So you need to make sure that your team is communicated in sync to get these poppers dead, because if you go down, if one person goes down, I truthfully don't think you'll survive this whole thing. So make sure that you do your best for all 3 of you to stay alive. Here, I got a little lucky. The drones ended up staying on the far left of the map. You can see that there's a Bastion marked. there's going to be scions, and there's going to be a lot of these elite drones with the claws or regular drones. Just make sure that you're using your torque bow. You notice I had about 6 or 7 shots. Make sure you're using that torque bow and kill those enemies. Once these drones are done, as you can see, I made one little mess up. Focus on the bastions. Of course, again, you would like to have Mac doing this, but I ended up having the best angle, so I'm just using the torque bow to make sure that I kill anyone. You'll also see that the Venom fan got activated again. The reason for it is because we're not just ready to move up yet. We needed to get a pause. We needed to make sure that all these big guys are done and over with. So Mac went ahead and actually activated the fan, which bought me time, and we also have enough Venom up ahead for me to take advantage of it. So here I still had a flash grenade, and I went ahead and started getting out the bleed, but things got a little hairy and the shot grenade got thrown. So I went ahead and activated that electro blade, got a lot of people down, and because the Venom is here, I was able to wrap up and down them with the electro blade because of shock chain and the bleeding damage. So we still got 17 seconds on the Venom before the Venom starts moving forward, and we're at the very end. Now, this is where things get fun, and if you can get to this point, you're pretty much set. So our team was discussing what should we do with these flashbangs, and so we went ahead and threw them down, went ahead and got the door activated, went ahead and clicked it. I went ahead and picked up the mulcher from one of the dead scions, and you'll see that Lizzie here in just a moment goes ahead and activates the silverback and goes ham on killing the juvies, and then the mulcher scion with that silverback salvo, and I'm using the mulcher just to put some little damage on the juvies because I can't get too close. I don't have an ultimate, and I really don't have any good ammo. At this point, everything's just about dead, if not already dead. I think one guy comes up last minute, and that is the hive on master difficulty. So what I will do is I will put in the bottom of the description some of the cards that we used on our particular characters, but you know, that's just pretty much how it goes. That is the Barracks on master difficulty. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and best of luck to you. There will be more of these as the Operation 3 hives drop, but until next time, thanks for watching.